today I'm going to have you prepared to work out 4 or 5 times a day. Okay, so working out 5 times a day, no, I used to do that. I was a personal trainer and fitness instructor for 15 years, and I broke my body by doing those things, and I regret that in so many ways. We didn't know that back then. I know that now. However, now that I'm in my 60s, I have found that by breaking up my workout routine into little bite-sized chunks that I do throughout the day makes it a lot easier for me to do and to recover from. Well, a few months ago, I told myself, as everyone does at the beginning of the year, I need to get back in shape and I need to start doing some things. And the thought of going to a gym for an hour, waiting for someone to get off some sweaty equipment so I could use it was just daunting, and I didn't want to do it anymore. So I decided to take things into my own hands and bring the exercise equipment to me. As a 62-year-old trying to stay healthy and active as much as possible, I find that as I get older, wanting to do that hour-long workout once a day is not something that is very motivating for me to do, and sometimes it just ends up causing me to be really sore and feel really injured during the rest of my few days. I have a longer recovery period. So what I've learned to do is shorten up my workouts. So I'm working out more times a day, but on much shorter intervals. And I find that taking those little bite-sized pieces of exercise or some sort of motion a lot more doable. My dream would be to have a whole room in my house dedicated to just having some fitness equipment in it. Because for me, if I can have it in there, I'm more likely to go in and at least use it for a little bit, a few times a day, a few times a week, whatever. But if I don't, and if it's something that's packed away and I've got to go set it up, I will use every excuse in the world to not work out. And that drove me a little crazy. So what I've done in the meantime, because I don't have a room, is I've kind of scattered it throughout my home and use it here and there so that I can get a little bit of those little bite-sized workout routines in. Let me show you how I go about my day doing that. Good morning. Well, the first thing I need to do is get some coffee. Already feeling so much better. All right, a little bit of something about me is I will do anything to procrastinate and to push off something I don't want to do. And I just have to find the discipline to say, you have to do this. First thing in the morning, this is what you have to do for anything. So as soon as I get my coffee, I go and either take a walk or get on the rebounder or get on the gravity trainer. And those are usually my 3 options that I like to do because I don't necessarily want to get on something like the bike right away. Just don't feel like doing that immediately. But I will get on the gravity trainer and do something. And that seems to be like a nice slow morning way for me to kind of wake up and kind of set the tone for the day. This Yeasel gravity trainer has really been something that I love using in the morning. I love the portability of the gravity trainer and that I can have it up against the wall and just lay it down so that I can work out first thing in the morning. And I like to start off by using my legs to help get the blood moving and using the largest muscles in my body. Although this is not a Pilates reformer, you are able to do some exercises on this that resemble those that you do on a Pilates reformer and get your muscles moving. The very first thing I do is make sure that these are on the little rails and make sure that these are even. That's important, so you get an even pull in your workout and a smooth ride. There are a couple of ways to adjust the resistance on this, and one is by utilizing bungee cords or to just lift the gravity trainer so that you're working against gravity. Hoping I don't smash the mic. With all of the different positions, this allows me to get a total body workout in just a matter of minutes. by simply lifting up the bed, which is pretty easy. They have little notches that'll lock it up. And now this is going to make it harder because gravity is going to be harder. So this is going to be harder for me. Yeah. And this is actually I usually start off in this position. It's just a nice position where I feel like I'm working, but not so hard that, and then if I go to one leg, it gives me a good now. I like this where my knees are over my toes because it's strengthening all these muscles around here. So I like that a lot. It's amazing. You can see I'm getting some sweat up here. What just a few minutes of exercise can do, and I already feel much better just about my day in general. So now I'm going to go and have a healthy breakfast, which for me means I'm going to be having something more protein packed rather than carbohydrates. I would love to start my day with some Meyer lemon marmalade that I make at home with some toast, but the sugar in that really sets my day off not great. So instead, I have a higher protein, moderate fat, low carbohydrate breakfast that keeps my blood sugar level much more even during the day. And that way I don't feel like the need, like I have to go out and walk right away, because first of all, I need to get on and do some emails and things like that and answer text and answer all kinds of things. So after breakfast, I like to let it sit for a little bit and do a little bit of work. So I have a lot of things done within that first hour of me waking up, so that I feel like I'm getting things checked off my checklist. So I come in here in my office and I work, and it's a blessing and a curse because I love working. However, I will sit here for hours and do this, only really to get up and go to the bathroom. So now what I've had to do is set some sort of alarm on my watch to let me know, hey, you need to get up, get some movement, just move for a few minutes. And sometimes that means I'll just bounce on that trampoline, 5 minutes or less even. It's just enough to get some blood flowing. If I tell myself I have to do a long workout, I won't do it. I'll be like, no, you've got work to do, get to working. But if I tell myself, you can go and do something for 5 minutes. And most of the time it's the rebounder. That's what I do. I'll get that. And once I bring that in my office, I kind of leave it in here for the day so I can get and do that. And I also can do it with meditation. And most days I'll sit and do it right in here in the office because it's very easy. But on those beautiful summer days, I will take it outside and do some rebounding outside, and maybe even sit in my garden and meditate outside. So it gives me some flexibility, but having those little breaks is really important. If you're someone who has a desk job and you are behind it all the time, even if you just take a little walk, it's better than nothing. But for me, I know if I have it right here, right close by, and I don't have to say, oh, you've got to take a 20-minute walk, 5 minutes is better than no minutes. Usually I'm doing more than one thing at once. It means I might be editing as well as researching things, and that keeps me at this desk for a long time. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 hour.
1 hour starting now.
Time to get up and move. As a cancer survivor and someone who is suffering from an autoimmune disease, I have found rebounding to be very helpful in so many ways. And after 2 minutes of rebounding, you will have drained your lymphatic system, which is crucial for optimal health. All right, I have a bagel that's going to go bad if I don't eat it, and some mayonnaise that I made that's going to go bad if I don't finish it. So for lunch, it's ham and cheese on a bagel. Actually, no cheese, just ham and a bagel. To get me some protein, fat, and carbohydrates, and then I'm going to take a 2 to 3 mile walk after this to walk off those carbohydrates. So we've got a break in the weather, so I'm going to get out and get some walking in now before it starts to rain again. There are studies that show that walking in the morning is good for you because it sets your circadian rhythm, and it really has been helpful for me. So if it's something I can do in the morning, I'll do it in the morning. so now I have a couple of meetings that are going to be like Zoom, face to face, and I need to go do something about this. All right, I feel so much better now. I'm all cleaned up. I have some meetings I have to do, and then I will probably do a light workout before I go to a dinner that I have to go to later on. Of course, it always happens like this. My meetings ran over and now I don't have time to get on the gravity trainer. However, what I'm going to do is go out and have my dinner and then come home. Maybe I'll hop on the trainer. Maybe I'll do some rebounding. Probably more than likely, I will lay out on the floor and stretch on a foam roller. All right, we just got back from dinner and I just took off all the makeup from my face, getting ready for the night. There is always more work to do, but sometimes I just have to learn to turn it off. I am done working for the night, and so now I'm gonna go spend a little time with David and do some stretching on the roller. This folding foam roller is perfect for travel, but I also use it at home. It's a great way for me just to lay down on my yoga mat at night and do a little stretching and decompress and get ready to go to sleep for the evening. If you can get a piece or two of equipment in your home, I think you'll see that it makes a big difference as to whether you will say, look, I am going to go and get some movement and get a little bit of a workout. And I don't even want to call it a workout anymore. I want to call it little snack bites of movement to keep the blood flowing, to keep the joints lotioned, and to get the lymph system moving, because those are the things that are going to help us feel better and feel like we can go into aging smoother. So if you can get that into your life, I think that would be a great thing. I will leave links in the video description to all the workout stuff that I have in this video, and hopefully you can get something just to get you started, to get those little bites of motion in throughout your day. I want to thank you for watching my video today, and in the meantime, remember, juice life, drink the joy, keep life simple, try to get a little bit of motion for the lotion in your day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello there. Can you hear? Hold on. I'm filming. Hold on. No, that's okay. It's longer or shorter. I think David just got home where there's a snake or something in my closet. You taking your pants? It sounded like a snake in my closet.